he pulls the hook. Yoink! Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this is Under What? This is a story about a fisherman who falls into the sea and strange things happen to him. So let's head on into the game and find out what those strange things are. A fisherman sits on the dock. Sunset. Beautiful day. It's a Thursday. He's tired. No, I think he's actually starting to nod off. It's the end of the day, so he has a full bucket of fish. Something pulls on his line. Hard! That'll wake you up. And in he goes, and there goes his hat. Whoops. Whoopsie doodles. He falls down into the sea. Get up. Open your eyes. I know you're not dead. He's like wearing like a Gryffindor shirt. He's like Team Gryffindor. And a jaunty cap. All right, so we have, this is us here. We also have a magic hat. That manages to stay on even as we fall to the bottom of the sea. Hello there. So are you at the bottom? One more time. However, you are no stranger to this. Oh my God, it's you again. Is it Thursday already? So, old man here is our first character, and our second character over here, I'm gonna call him Arbuthnot. I don't know, that just cracked me up. Arbuthnot. Team Gryffindor. We have three options. We could go for the pun option, we could state the blatantly obvious, or we could go for the, you know, hey, it's Thursday again, how you doing? How's the family? The family is, just great. Just great. Did they taste well? Oh no! Did we eat your wife? Sorry about that. She looked familiar as she was being filleted. But I thought, no. Couldn't possibly be Arbuthnot's wife. Try with the tartar sauce. Yeah, we were, look at his face. He was like, we were out of tartar sauce, okay? Just let it go. Obviously, Arbuthnot is managing the loss of his loved ones fairly well. He must lose at least 2 or 3 a week. So are we just gonna stand here wasting time for chit chat? Like, this guy's name is Dave. I mean, look at that face. That is a Dave face if I ever saw one. And he's just like, you know, I'm not in the mood. Like, that's Dave's whole philosophy. He's like, I am not in the mood. Arbuthnot continues. At first, you will ask me 3 questions. After that, I will give you 3 answers. And then, I'll ask you a question. Only one. By the way, you have already wasted your first question. So I think that Dave is just one of these guys, he's just like, he can't stand Arbuthnot. Like every Thursday, without fail, he's fishing, minding his own business, and Arbuthnot gives a yank on the old line. And then he's down here playing 20 questions. He's just annoyed. I don't know, I think these guys have a history. Aren't you afraid to die of ligma? What is ligma? Naturally, we're gonna click it and find out. Look at his face. He's like, I asked you this last Thursday and you gave me a nonsense answer, so I can't wait to hear what you're whipping up for this Thursday. Very funny nerd. Look at his face. He's like, I hate you. Aren't you sorry you're wasting your attempts? I don't give a shell. Dave has had a rough life, and you know, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. You know, in fact, I think that these two have like a past history Like maybe they were rivals in their jobs. Like maybe they were both professors, and like he got fired and Arbuthnot took his place maybe, or maybe Arbuthnot got chair and Dave got fired. So, you know, that face is a face. Look at that face. Look at those eyes. Davis lived. Well, last question. Well, we can choose between why are we here or tell me what you want. And we're gonna say tell me what you want, although we'll probably get the same answer that we got last week, but whatever. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So, okay, new twist to the story. So when Dave got fired from professorship, he decided to have a short-lived, extremely short-lived career doing rap for doing rap for infants. And he'd be like, I promise that this will put your baby out cold. And babies around the world after his first album release were like screaming. Mothers were writing in, and he just decided he had to get away from it all. And so he became a fisherman. Yeah, and then ended up eating Arbuthnot's wife. So there you go. This is a riveting conversation. Enough! Look at him. That's the face he looked when he threatened the deans to give him chair. Like he was blackmailing the dean, Arbuthnot was. And he had pictures of in flagrante delicto of the dean's wife. And if you're wondering if I'm making this up on the spot, the answer is absolutely yes. So he had he blackmailed the dean to get that spot. So he's not even, like that face, that's the face he used. I will bring you down if you don't let me have that chair and fire that old fart who keeps thinking he can rap. And then he made that face and got the job. And here we are in Underground City. Ooh, this is really, really nice. They have some nice architects down here. Like, look over here. Like, there's a mom over here, and she's going to you can see her, you can just, like, if you can imagine, you can see her with her shopping bag. Like, actually, this is like her shopping bag right here. Like, that little thing right there. And then behind her, just behind this building here, is Junior, who's just, like, sliming as fast as he can to catch up. Ma! So, yeah. This is a really nice little city. Arbuthnot agrees with me. The city is so old and elegant. Just like you. All right, well, the elegant, I'm okay with. The old... All right, now you're just cutting, like, to the bone. You know what I mean? Let it go. Your relationship with her was over before we ate her. So just let it go. You guys were practically on your way to divorce court. Consider it a blessing. The conversation continues. They say you witnessed Megalodon. Like, I mean, besides the fact that we are underwater, so like, how do we breathe? I really don't know how you manage to clear your throat underwater without drowning. Like, how do you do that? I have no idea. Dave is getting really tired of Arbuthnot. There's like 50 years of rivalry here. So maybe you finally ask your stupid question and leave me alone. Who are you? Ah! One of the options we have is to say teacher. I wish we had an option to say rapper. Baby rapper. Retired baby rapper. You know, let's go for teacher and just hit him right in the gut with how he completely ruined our lives by taking away our one true desire in life, to teach and guide the young masses of this world and write really good research papers and work 3 days a week and get paid a full-time salary. So, you know, let's just take it right home to him. Arbuthnot, as you well know, Dave says, I was a teacher, and not just any teacher, oh no. I was one of the finest. The best. I was gunning for that chair. It was supposed to be mine until you. Arbuthnot shoots back, oh yeah? But where are your students? I don't see anyone here. Oh yes, because you were fired. I really like this game. Even though I'm pretty much ignoring the actual story of the game and making up my own, I really like it. I like a game which gives me like a lot of room to improvise. Oh, so now he just goes right for us. He's like, admit it. After everyone had left, you never even opened a book. Summer vacation, you just walked around humming rap songs enough to make you drive a bullet through your brain. I mean, how many words can you think of that rhymes with diaper? I don't ever want to even hear the word again. Our Buthnot is like foaming at the mouth, but you can't really tell, so it's underwater, so it just looks like bubbles. It's floating up. Oh, the story deepens. Do you even remember what the blackboard you drew me on looks like? You don't. Every day, you would use me as an example, draw cartoon and caricatures of me, and I knew you thought I didn't. Our Buthnot is foaming, bubbles are coming out. You thought I didn't, but I did. Dave. Look at that. You know what I see? I see 50 years of rivalry and hatred in those eyes. Boop, boop. So he starts off by trying to confuse Dave and me by asking a question that I actually have no idea what it refers to, but we'll ask it anyway. What would you prefer? Okay, so now he's gonna, I don't know, maybe we were philosophy professors. Yep. Our Buthnot was a philosophy, he still is, he's still chair of the philosophical department of philosophy, chair of the philosophical department of philosophy. And Dave also gunning for that chair of philosophy. And so our Buthnot wants to test his skills. Our Buthnot wants to let Dave know how much more of an intellectual superior he is. And so he asks, what would you prefer, Dave? Being able to fly, but to live underground? Or I pre-ordered. I jumped the ore. Being immortal, but sleep forever. The clock is ticking, Dave. Answer. Dave comes back with the ultimate answer for any philosophy student. The one that stills the entire room, that wows every intellectual mind within a mile radius of your prowess. You shoot back. It doesn't matter. The options are meaningless. Ooh. However, our Buthnot is not fooled by this. He has an answer right away for smart alecky people who try and get around philosophy with philosophy. However, you are given a choice, and you must answer. All right, so we have our choice. To be able to fly but never do it, or to be immortal but sleep forever. And I think we're gonna choose to be immortal but sleep forever because it gives Dave the best comeback line ever. Observe. Freedom is primary even though it's illusory. And therefore that's why I want to sleep forever. Ever. And if that is what our immortality costs, then so be it. Because then I would finally outlive you. That chair, Arbuthnot, would be mine. As you can only live forever. I mean, oops. You can only live for so long. Yeah, you know, close enough. It was a sick burn. So, is that the best you have? What now? Look at his face. He's like, wow, that is the face of somebody who just had a sick burn laid down on them. It's like a face of like partially confusion. Like, man, how did he think of that? And then like partially just like, I just got nothing to come back with that on. Oh, here we go. Oh, so now you're gonna whip out a philosophical note? Like, aren't you chair? Aren't you supposed to be doing that every day? Whatevs. So, Arbuthnot raises up a haughty, I don't know, nose? I don't know. What do fish have right there? What is that? I don't know. Anyway, whatever his glasses are perched on, he lifts that up in a haughty manner. And he says, I'd like to end this conversation on a philosophical note, Dave. But you screwed up even here. Ha! You thought that was a sick burn? I've seen sicker burns in some of those diapers to those babies you sang. Too. Just something like that. Why don't you just follow me? I need to show you something, says Arbuthnot. Dave has a look like, I don't believe that anything that you want to show me has any value and will have any value in my life at any point in any future time. However, whatever. Whatever seems to be like my new word right now. Like, I love saying whatevs. After some time walking, well, swimming, sort of shuffling, really. I guess that's how you do it at the bottom of the ocean. But anyway, Dave, after considering the fact that his underwear was starting to soak through, he lifts his head and asks, "Where are we going?" "This place is full of seaweed." "You'll see soon." Suddenly, as seaweed brushes across Dave's face, he pushes it back to find a shining hook. His hat still somehow miraculously tied, super glued to his nugget. He looks with curiosity at the hook. The scene unfolds completely to find these two guys staring at a hook. Dave turns, whipping his head around. Well, it's sort of like a kind of a whip, you know, but kind of slow because there's like wind velocity and like waves are coming in that direction. Anyway, he metaphorically whips his head around and says, "The hook." And those two men know what that word means. I don't really know what they're talking about, but there's like 50 years of rivalry between these guys, so it must mean something. But there's a slow smile that spreads over Arbuthnot's face, and he begins. "Fish was swimming in the river. It was caught by hook of silver. In the name of greatest sea. Make a choice and you'll be free. Do it, Dave. Do you want to be free of every single Thursday we face each other and rehash the same pain over and over and over? Do you want to, Dave? Do you want to be free?" Dave turns and looks towards the hook. He turns and looks back at Arbuthnot. And then he pulls the hook. Yoink! Oh, man. I could not have planned this better if I had tried. I could not have planned this better if I tried. Suddenly, Arbuthnot, his laugh, his peals of evil laughter, ripple throughout the entire ocean bed. That mother, shopping with her little junior slime, says, "Hush, boy, what was that?" "Mom, I want a candy." "Shh." Arbuthnot, as the mouth closes over the hapless form of Dave, Arbuthnot's pealing evil laughter says, "See you next Thursday, Dave!" Ha 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 ha! And Dave is swallowed up. It's a beautiful Thursday. Dave's line pops. He's got a bite. And then there's a pull. Ha ha ha! And he falls back into the ocean. But yet, this Thursday is different. The fish watch him pass. And he hears his rival's voice again. "Get up. Open your eyes. I know you're not dead." And another Thursday begins. and two old rivals face each other again. Another Thursday, and both of them have their hats on. Thank you, as always, for watching.